Thailand remains at a political impasse more than 2 months after the general election. But the coalition trying to put a government together has a new leader. Pheu Thai, the runner-up in the May poll, has taken the reins of the 8-party alliance after Move Forward failed to get its candidate, Pita Limjaroenrat, elected as Prime Minister. The eventual makeup of the coalition is anything but clear. Pheu Thai says it may have to resort to working with other parties with different strategies in order to form the next government. It's expected to name its candidate for the top job next Wednesday. Election winner Move Forward Party has affirmed its support for Pheu Thai helming the coalition. The party unexpectedly won the election in May, but its leader Pita Limjaroenrat's bid for prime ministership was struck down twice in Parliament. And more, we're joined by CNA's May Wong live from outside Pheu Thai's headquarters in Bangkok. May, Pheu Thai has indicated it's going to be a very tough journey ahead. What can we read into this official message?
Pheu Thai is walking a very tight rope right now, a very tough balancing act that they're going through, simply because on one hand, Pheu Thai has to decide, do they want to stick with the 8-party coalition, which includes Move Forward Party? If they do, the senators as well as the pro-military parties have said before, they will never vote for this coalition party, never vote for a prime minister to come up from this coalition because of Move Forward's liberal and progressive stance on wanting to amend the lèse majesté law in this country. Yet on the other side, if they were to want to get the pro-military parties as well as the 250 military-appointed senators to vote for their Pheu Thai candidate as the prime minister and to allow Pheu Thai to form the next government, then they will have to ditch Pheu Thai party. They will have to carve out Pheu Thai party. They will have to carve out Move Forward Party from this 8-member coalition. Now, obviously, these are two things that they have to consider very, very carefully because they have less than 7 days to do so. And in fact, in the press conference earlier, one of the members of the coalition parties, they've actually said perhaps Move Forward Party needs to make sacrifices in order to allow a new government to be formed after more than 2 months after the May 14 elections. And with Pheu Thai now leading this 8-party coalition, Pheu Thai has also given the strongest hint that they may have no choice but to break the trust of the voters and to perhaps move on to other parties in order to woo enough voters from the senators as well as from the pro-military parties.
เราเพียงแต่ได้สิทธิ์จาก8 พรรคร่วมให้เพื่อไทยไปดำเนินการเท่านั้นเองนะครับซึ่งอันนั้นก็เป็นสิ่งที่เพื่อไทยคิดเพื่อไทยทำนะครับหลังจากที่กระบวนการทั้งหมดเนี่ยมันไม่เกิดขึ้น
On May, of course, it has been a tumultuous week for Thai politics, and you have been reporting from the Democracy Monument on angry rallies every time there is another development in terms of Move Forward or Pheu Thai. With this latest move, how are people reacting?
But generally, obviously, the people are still very, very angry, and this anger and frustration are just building up simply because they feel as though the election results have been robbed of them. For the last 1 year or so, they have kept very quiet because they say that we will allow the election to run its course so that we can actually vote and choose the party that we want to run the next government. 14 million votes have gone to Move Forward Party, which is the largest winning party in the election. However, right now, it seems that slowly but surely, now their results are getting stripped away because Move Forward may not be able to form the government. They have already lost the chance of having Pita Limjaroenrat as the Prime Minister because they did not get enough votes for that. Now, Pheu Thai leading, they are very, very concerned because they are just afraid that Pheu Thai is going to kick Move Forward out, move on to the pro-military regime parties as well as to the senators. And with that, it also means that perhaps it's going back to the old days of the old government, which the people do not want. So you can expect the fact that things are just slowly growing in terms of the uncertainty, the frustration. You can expect more protests to come out because on social media already they are planning for protests around the country, not just here in Bangkok, but around the country. Protests are expected every day until 27th, where the next Prime Minister vote is to be expected.
Thanks for that. May Wong speaking to us live from Bangkok.